Hey guys, it's Pranav with BoomSDR. Welcome to the video. Pleasure to have you guys aboard today. In today's video, we're going to be talking about creating your first hit list. This is something that every SDR or BDR should do upon joining a new organization, and I'll walk you through some of the steps involved in identifying what companies your hit list should entail and how you can go about building out your initial list. Before we dive into that though, if you guys do enjoy the video, please hit the like or subscribe button below. Gives us a lot of great insight into what type of content is really resonating with the community. Also check out boomsdr.com for more articles and videos on becoming a better sales development professional. All right, step one, what is a hit list? Well, a hit list is essentially a set of high value target accounts that fall directly within your ideal customer profile. So if you're selling into insurance, it would be the logos in the insurance industry that you would want to put on your website, or essentially think companies or organizations that are industry leaders or companies with great reputation in the marketplace. And the reason we do this is because these target accounts are going to kind of get the snowball effect going. Once you say you work with, let's say, McKinsey in consulting, then a lot of other consulting agencies are interested in the work that you're doing with them. So ultimately, we're trying to create a space in the market by helping our marketing team ultimately by acquiring these high value accounts. So how do we go about building out this initial list? Well, it's first important to actually just get an understanding of, why are we even doing this? Why do we need a hit list before we even build it out? Because if I've seen a lot of examples of where SDRs that are new, they'll build out a hit list and then it'll just get tossed into the junk file and they never actually take the time to work that hit list. So it's not only about building it, it's also understanding the reasons for building it and how you can leverage it moving forward. So why is it important? Well, for a few different reasons. First and foremost, timing. All of these major accounts that you're going to be reaching out to, they're not always going to be ready to buy when you reach out. So it requires developing an in-depth knowledge of that organization. So buying cycle, when is budget season, who are the decision makers, what are their biggest pain points, their challenges. All this information is going to help you with future follow-ups, sending out content that is actually relevant to what that organization is attempting to doing, or what those decision makers in that organization are attempting to do. And it's going to develop that relationship so that when they are ready to buy, you're at the top of the list for organizations to reach out to. Second, it reinforces account-based selling. These days, purchasing decisions take longer. They involve more people, depending on the product or solution you're selling. But switching our perspective from just reaching out to a single prospect versus a prospective organization, that changes the optics of how we reach out. So when you're targeting an account, there's multiple people within that account that you're going to be able to set appointments with and follow up with and get your product in front of. So make sure that when you build out a hit list, you're not just trying to find one person in an account on your hit list. You're trying to find all the different decision makers that are at that organization. Third, in-depth knowledge. This just builds on timing. When you prospect into an account over time, let's say your average sales cycle is 6 months to a year. Well, over the course of time, you're going to be able to learn a lot of the inner workings of that organization. What tools do they use? What are their current initiatives, current challenges, pain points, future goals? And again, this in-depth knowledge is going to help you with number one, which was timing. And last but not least, building a network. If you are planning to be in your industry for a long time, ultimately building out a network of professionals that are ultimately your buyer is only going to help you in the future. Because if you do sign up one of these accounts, one of the easiest questions you can ask is, hey, do you have any referrals for other people in your industry that I could potentially reach out to and help them just the same way that we helped you? And going to conferences, meeting these people face to face, all of that is a part of sales development. And when we take it from a short time horizon where I need a demo now versus a long-term horizon where I am trying to become a sales professional in this industry, and ultimately I'm trying to develop the relationship or reputation, excuse me, that I'm here to help. That's going to only help you down the road in the future. All right, so how do we start a hit list? Well, there's two methods that I typically tell SDRs to do. Method one is just content downloads. Most organizations, their CRMs are vastly underutilized. You can go in, depending on the marketing tool or tech stack that you're using, you can actually go in to either your marketing software or your sales CRM and actually take a look at who's downloading the marketing content and interacting with the website. Is someone attending every single webinar? What organization do they work for? If they're not a customer yet, add that organization to your list. And first, make sure that they do fall within your ICP, but ultimately, if it is a good fit and there's people actually looking at your content, who knows? They might be ready to buy. They just haven't had someone reach out to them. So take that time to actually scrape through your CRM, find those decision makers at organizations that are good fits. Method number two, online lists. So a lot of online publications, they'll release certain lists for industries. So Forbes, Inc. magazine are great. There's also a lot of specialized publications that'll make lists specific to their industry. So Insurance Journal, top 100 property casualty agencies. I can't speak today. But ultimately what you can do is do a simple Google search, type in top 100 companies in XYZ industry, and you'll get tons of results. And if this list falls into your ICP, that is a great place to go and build a list of target accounts. And over time, once you have those initial 100 or 200 accounts on your hit list, over time, as you see relevant news articles or things that are shared on LinkedIn, you can add those new companies to your list. But to get an initial base, an online list is a great way to go. Pro tip here, when you actually get these lists, don't just mass upload them into your hit list. Actually take the time to go through your CRM, look up activity history for each company prior to adding it to your hit list. The last thing you want to do is waste time on an organization that is already talking to someone on the team, or even worse, someone that's already an existing customer. So with anything in sales, if you put crap in at the top of the funnel, you're just going to get crap at the bottom, pardon the language. But ultimately, you want to make sure you're putting high quality accounts into your hit list and ultimately your sales funnel. Well, that's it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. As with everything at BoomSDR, growth is the priority. We create this content, all these articles and videos to help you become a better SDR and a better sales development professional. So check out boomsdr.com for more articles and videos, and I'll toss a few links in the description below around a few other resources that have helped me as I've gone out and tried to take a account-based marketing or account-based selling approach to my day-to-day. Great. Well, thank you guys again for your time. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit like and subscribe. We come out with a lot of this great content. So I will catch you all on the flip side.